Sussex County hasn't updated property values since 1974. That's before the first Star Wars movie came out.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Kent County was in 1987.
Good morning, Vietnam!
And Newcastle was in 1983.
There it is. Get that dirty mark. Ding, ding, bang, bang. There we go.
So for decades, people were paying property taxes based on what their homes were worth back in the 80s. Now, reassessments were needed because over time, property values change. Some neighborhoods grow, some stay the same, but with outdated assessments, some people were getting an accidental tax discount, paying way less than they should, and others were getting overcharged, paying too much because their homes weren't worth what the old system thought. So the state launched a massive reassessment project to update property values. Tyler Technologies came out and reassessed and then sent out a letter explaining your new updated reassessment. But here's where it gets really interesting. You might be thinking, wait, if my property value just went up, does that mean that I'm going to be paying way more in taxes? Not necessarily, because Delaware is using something called revenue neutrality.
And to explain this concept, let's break it down with a pizza. Imagine you and 3 friends split the bill for a pizza every week. The total price is always $20, but you divide it based on how much you ate back in 1970. Friend A used to eat 4 slices and paid $8. Friend B used to eat 3 slices, paid $6. Friend C used to eat 2 slices, paid $4. And friend D only ate 1 slice for a total of $2. But eating habits change over time. You reassess who actually eats the most pizza in the year 2024. Turns out, friend A now eats 5 slices of pizza in 2024, but still only pays $8. Friend B in 2024 now eats 4 slices of pizza, but still pays only $6. Friends C and D were actually only eating a half slice each, even though they were paying for more. The reassessment in Delaware allowed the state to redistribute the money appropriately to who is eating the most pizza. Does that mean that the total bill for the pizza goes up? Nope. The price of the pizza is still $20. It just means who pays what gets adjusted based on the new, more accurate information. Now let's apply that to property taxes. Before reassessment, some homes were undervalued and some were overvalued. The total amount of tax collected by the county does not change. The tax rate just gets adjusted down so that the same amount of total revenue is collected. Here's how this might look for us. In this example, we have a home with a market value of $450,000 in 2024 in Sussex County. This home had a tax assessed value at $30,000 using the 1974 tax structure. Tax rates are charged per $100, so we can take the tax assessed value and divide by 100. With a school tax rate of $3.23 per $100, we can multiply those two numbers together and get an annual property tax of $969 per year. Reassessments are now complete, and Tyler Technologies has said that the tax assessed value of the home is now $450,000, not $30,000. Due to the lack of clear communication about this process, a common mistake is that residents will do the same math and find out that their property taxes have skyrocketed, and suddenly we are living in New Jersey, but this is not the case. Sussex County will adjust the tax rate so that the taxes collected remain relatively neutral. In this example, the tax rate was lowered to 21.5 cents, and when you multiply those two numbers, you'll find that you'll be paying the same amount in annual taxes. This is what revenue neutrality aims for.
Now, why does this matter for the Indian River School District? Well, here's the part that surprises the most people. Reassessment does not give the Indian River School District any more funding. Because of revenue neutrality, reassessment only changes how the pizza or the tax bills are split up. It doesn't increase school funding at all. So even though properties are now valued more accurately, the amount of money IRSD receives stays the same.
Keep in mind that while IRSD's total funding remains the same, the reassessment may cause some homeowners' property taxes to increase slightly or decrease, just like in the pizza example. Whether or not your property taxes go up, down, or stays the same is based on your property's value change compared to the average for Sussex County. If your property's value change after reassessment was lower than the average change in Sussex County, your taxes will likely decrease. If your property's value change after reassessment is similar to the average change in Sussex County, your taxes likely do not change. If your property's value changed higher than the average property value change in Sussex County, your taxes will likely increase. Unfortunately, no one knows what the average property value change in Sussex County is at this time.
The big takeaway here is that property taxes were updated to make the system fairer. Revenue neutrality means the government doesn't collect more money overall, and the reassessment does not increase school funding. It just changes who pays what portion of the pie.
Remember, the purpose of this video was to explain the tax reassessment process in Delaware, which is separate from the IRSD referendum. We wanted to highlight that for most homeowners, property taxes from the reassessment will remain relatively stable when compared to the average home value growth in Sussex County, helping to dispel the misconception and rumors that taxes will skyrocket. To learn more about the IRSD referendum, visit www.irsd.net/referendum or stay tuned for our next video on social media. Feel free to share this video on social media, drop any questions in the comments. We'll do our best to answer as many as possible.